Welcome back to the Doorkickers player channel. This is mission 82, Little House on the Prairie. Let's go ahead and have a look at the map here. So, interesting map. Um, Lots of evidence, as you can see. So any highlighted object is evidence, right? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of evidence, and you don't have to collect all the evidence, but you do have to take out all the tangos, and I believe you do have to arrest all the suspects. However, I'm not completely sure about that. Um, let's go ahead. This is the unsuccessful attempt. This took me about 12 minutes. This was the successful one, and we'll go ahead and lower that volume so it's not so loud. This took me about 10 minutes, including the replay. So, starting off here, we've got um, one operator on this side, three operators on this side. This is an interesting choice. This is definitely an interesting choice. I don't know which weapons we're rocking with, but I'm assuming that it's the Battle Panda, just because that's typically the weapon that I used until recently. So we've got this operator clearing that. I assume he's also going to grab the evidence, but I'm not completely sure about that. You can see I've got Alpha go and Bravo go, right? So you can see like I've got him like waiting until everyone's in position. And then on Bravo, then he's going to move into that door. So he's kind of staying behind cover here. And then moving in just in case there are any tangos here that he needs to deal with before exposing himself to that. You could eliminate this with two operators, but I'll show you guys my most recent attempt later, in which I think it's pretty good, relatively. Could have been better. Um, Anyways, so then we've got these three operators going here. Now, this operator is going to move all the way over to the Alpha Bravo corner and clear that room from the outside. And that is an interesting choice. It's actually a very smart choice because that way you're kind of eliminating risk once entering the structure. As you can see here, I've got two more operators clearing as much as they can from the outside here as well, which is a great choice. You kind of want to clear as much as you can before entering any structure. Let's go ahead and see this play out.
Let's do this.
Go ahead and zoom in a little bit.
Waiting for Alpha. On Alpha.
So we can already see a tango here on the alpha side of the structure. So this is a smart choice with the Bravo stop because of that tango there. There could be more tangos there, but none of them are threatening this operator right now. So I think it's safe to continue.
Tango.
Do a great job of taking out that tango here on the Delta side. So this is interesting. So in this situation specifically, here on the alpha side, you can sometimes take them out with one shot, but sometimes it's not enough. So sometimes you need to stop this operator, give him enough time to take him out, and then let him continue. But this operator managed to take care of that, so not a problem. So this is interesting. What happens here on the Alpha Delta side? So you see this Tango right here. He doesn't have a gun. He's not going to shoot. So the operators are not going to shoot him. But he does want to get rid of this evidence. And so by having an operator within this close of a distance stay here, he doesn't collect the evidence or destroy the evidence, right? So as you can see here, this operator, one operator stays here by the window, the other operator goes around and starts taking care of these tangos on his own. And you can see this tango tries to start destroying the evidence. So you see what I'm doing here is first I'm collecting the evidence on the chart on the Bravo Charlie side corner, and I kind of, because I've cleared a lot of the structure from the outside, I am able to enter with one operator into the structure without major fear of injury. And having this operator here is great because he can deal with any threats coming from the delta side of the structure. And he does a great job.
Hands behind your back! Suspect secured.
So this is a mistake right here. So this operator is going to open this door, even though he cleared it from the outside and knows there's nobody in that room. While he was walking around, a tango could have entered that room. So even though you cleared from the outside, you still want to be careful.
Evidence secured.
And here, opening this door, this room has not been cleared, while there's an operator right there, right? So if the tango's right here, this operator can't clear that, right? So if there's an operator here, you want to have the operator open the door from this angle. That way he can see into this room and clear that corner. Now, there is an issue that I kind of forgot. This area right here. So at any point in time, a tango can walk in here and shoot this operator. So this is kind of a dangerous situation that you don't want to be in.
Evidence acquired. Intel.
This is another issue here. The way he's kind of just walking out. If you're a single operator, it's better to clear it from the outside. Clear as much as you can, right? So you get right up here. You kind of walk around that way and then move out here and look that way, kind of just to clear that. That is the preferred method.
Good job. We're done here.
So I guess you do have to collect all the evidence. Um, that is interesting. Interesting to know. I did not know that you had to do that. So collecting all the evidence, arresting all the bad guys, that is I guess it's a must. Let's go ahead and watch my most recent attempt and talk about what I did there and what I did wrong, because I saw a few things that I did wrong here. So in this one, I'm starting off with two operators here, two operators on the Alpha Delta side, and we're kind of just going step by step, right? So we're going around the corner, going step by step. You can see I had this operator wait for the other operator, so that way they can clear around this corner together and not one by one, which is what I should have done on the Bravo Charlie side.
Let's do
Sorry about that.
this. Holding. Moving. No tango.
So in the previous successful attempt, there was a tango right here, right? So it's not there, which means that this game is actually kind of dynamic. So that's interesting. So I've completely ignored all of this, right? And instead of trying to clear the structure from the outside, kind of splitting up my operators, I decided just to work in teams of two, which is an interesting thought. Like this guy at this point could have just peeked around this corner just to kind of clear that while he was collecting evidence.
They're bashing getting rid of the dope.
So this is actually kind of good, but also kind of bad. So what I would do to make the situation better is I would have these guys with lock picking machine, and I would have it set up so that as soon as this guy gets here, he starts picking the lock to get inside, or use a blast, a door charge, right? A blast charge, either way, right? But you don't want to kind of just get here and start picking a lock. Um, I also don't like that this guy is able to get rid of evidence. It's not my preferred method. What I would have preferred is this guy peek around there, clear that, move this way, blast this door, because we know that there's no innocent civilians in here, so we can blast the door, no problem, right? Blast this door and just cover from the outside. And then once he joins up, they'll be able to enter the structure from there. And at the same time, door blast from here, moving in, clearing the structure. That's what I would have done instead, in hindsight, right? But because these guys are in a cross pattern, um, it kind of works out. They have great cover of inside the structure, so they're able to deal with tangos very efficiently. So I'm okay with it. I'm happy with it.
Stop them!
So at this point, I was kind of like, well, why is this guy? Because like the operator clearly sees him, so like, why is this guy getting rid of evidence, right? So I kind of took a pause there. So I kind of I wouldn't recommend doing this because there could be tangos coming in from here. So I don't recommend kind of just I don't recommend ignoring that. I would say when this operator moves that way and this operator moves that way, I would have this guy kind of just watch that while this guy clears that from the outside, right? And then once this guy passes here, then he kind of checks that, clears that, right? So at this point, most of that room has been cleared, and so now he can move in, clear this, and then have a look that way, and then start collecting the evidence, right? That's what I would do in hindsight.
The dope. Hands behind your back. Evidence acquired. Your back. Clear. Suspect secured.
Yeah, so this could have been done way earlier, way earlier, and this could have all been cleared and not waste, instead of wasting valuable time, right?
Suspect secured. In position. Tangos.
This is another critical mistake, leaving this, exposed. I would clear this first and then go for the evidence because you don't want any surprises coming from behind you, right?
Evidence acquired. Door unlocked. Intel acquired. No tangos. On target. Covering. Evidence acquired.
Yeah, great flow pattern.
Tango down.
Take out the
Good
last
job.
tango.
We're done here.
And honestly, I don't know which one was better. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know which attempt was better. Um, let's go ahead and watch the replay without any pauses.
Waiting for Alpha. On Alpha.
Alpha, go.
Tango
Bravo,
down.
go.
Got one.
I surrender!
Tango
I surrender!
No contact. We need to stop them! No tango. X-ray
I
down.
surrender!
Bashing the evidence. Intel
I
acquired.
surrender!
Hands behind your back! Suspect secured. Evidence secured. Evidence acquired. Intel secured.
Good job. We're done here.
No tango.
Did you hear that?
X-ray down. They're bashing the evidence. The dope. We need to stop them! They're getting rid of the dope.
I surrender!
Hands behind your back! Evidence acquired. Behind your back! Clear. Suspect secured. In position. Tangos. Evidence acquired. Door unlocked. Intel acquired. No tangos. On target.
Good job. We're done here.
Honestly, I think that the first attempt was better. Lots of mistakes here. Like for example, why are you going all the way there and then all the way back? It's just wasting. And then this whole thing, I honestly think that the first successful attempt was better than the most recent attempt. I'll be honest. Um, anyways, that was mission 82. What is it? What is it called? Little House on the Prairie. That was mission 82, Little House on the Prairie. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like if you want to see more of these kinds of videos. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. And if there's anything that you guys want to see in future videos, feel free to let me know about that in the comment section down below. I do post twice a week. I do upload new videos twice a week. So be sure to look out for that. And I will see you in the next video.